Hi, and welcome to my first Doodle reviews. I thought it might be slightly more interesting than just talking to a camera. Today I will be reviewing The Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick, which you guys as very well know by now that it is my favorite book. It centers around Pat, who was recently released from a mental health care facility. He was being treated after a very traumatic incident and was held there for 2 years. Finally, he was released to go home, and he moved back in with his parents, including his unemotional and angry father, and his emotionally neurotic and somewhat over-concerned mother. Now, Pat is obsessed with the idea of silver linings and happy endings. So obsessed that when something doesn't have a happy ending, it actually sends him into a rage, causing an episode. Now, Pat also has to learn to adjust back to life and rebuild the relationships with his parents, with his brother, with his best friend, and even with his best friend's wife, who is not Pat's biggest fan. Meanwhile, he's also dealing with a completely unhealthy obsession with his ex-wife, who he is determined to win back. Now, Pat ends up meeting a woman named Tiffany, who happens to be his best friend's sister-in-law. Now, Tiffany is just as emotionally neurotic, if not more so, than Pat. But somehow they manage to form an unlikely friendship. Now, this story is filled with tons of complications, internal character struggles, and even about how hard it is and complicated it is to rebuild a family, but how it is manageable. Now, I give this book 5 out of 5 mermaids because I absolutely love it. It affected me like a book had not done in a long time. This book is just phenomenal, the writing is phenomenal, and the characters are absolutely amazing. Now, this book just gives me such a different perspective on the world and life, and I love when a book can do that to me. Sometimes you have this plan and things don't always go according to that plan, but it's okay. Because even when things don't go exactly as you see them, there's always a silver lining and things work out for the best.